Hello, my name is David Johnson, and I am the Digital Marketing Strategist for Next Generation Dealer Services and author of PersuasiveConcepts.com. Welcome to the 10 Measures for Success with Social Media. Now in this video, I'm going to go over 10 metrics that you should be paying attention to that'll help you determine whether or not you are being fruitful with your social media endeavors. Now you see behind me, I got a board back here, and I have all the 10 written. Just to let you know, this board's for me, so I can keep things straight. For those of you that know me, I have a tendency to go off on tangent A, B, C, and D. So this is to keep me in line. So the first one I'll talk about is reach. Now, reach is important, but not the most important. Reach is the number of people that like you on Facebook, or the number of people that are following you on Twitter, or the number of people that have circled you on Google+. So reach is important. You do want to have continued growth, but within that growth, obviously you want quality. And we're going to be talking about that here in just a moment. So the first thing I want you to measure is your growth. See how things are growing. See how many people are connecting with you in your social networks. The second one is traffic to website and to your blog. That's something else that you want to take a look at. It's really easy. All you got to do is take a look at your analytics, whether it's Google or any of those other packages out there, whether you're using dealer.com or other website vendors. They should have all these analytics available to you. But you can see how many people are coming from Facebook, how many people are coming from Twitter, how many people are coming from your blog. You can see all of this that is happening. So you want that to continually get bigger and bigger and bigger. And as you use social media the right way, you'll start noticing that number is climbing. So that's definitely something that you want to take a look at. Number 3 here is lead generation. Now obviously that's why we're on social networks, to generate leads. Now of course, as I said before, lead generation comes after relationship building. Relationship building is what you want to strive for when you use social media, okay? But as an end result, you will develop leads. And again, this is something that's pretty easy to tell as well. For instance, let's just give an example. Let's say you have a blog, and on your blog you have a lead form on there of one form or another. It's easy to set up Google Analytics so that when somebody fills out a form, right, they fill all their information, and the next page that shows up, like the thank you for registering, or thank you for submitting your information, someone will be right with you. Google will tell you how many people actually got to that success page. So it's really easy to set that up. And again, a lot of website providers have the same thing. So you know which lead came from which social network, okay? And the reason why that's important, because studies have shown that leads from social networks close on average of 25%. Not 25% higher, but 25% of those leads will close. Okay, so those are really, really powerful leads. And obviously the biggest reason for that is because you have built a relationship with those people. Right? So when they go to your site, they're going to submit a lead, right? They're going to take a look at vehicles, and they already in their mind are going to do business with you because of the relationship that you built with them. Okay? So lead generation is something very important. Fourth down here is new customers, obviously. All right? If you have a lead, how many of those leads are converting into new customers? Okay? So track how many customers each month you are receiving. You know, new customers are service, parts, sales. Okay? Don't think that social media is all about sales, because it's not. Social media will impact your total bottom line. So figure that out. Every single month, how many new customers did you get because of social media? Fifth here is conversion rate. Okay, conversion rate is something else that's very important. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, why is that important? Well, obviously, like I said, you want to see how many people come from Facebook, how many of them convert into a lead, then how many of those leads convert into customers, right? Simple conversion formula. So you want to check that out each and every month, because you'll notice that what you're doing on Facebook, maybe you have a higher conversion rate than Twitter, or Google Plus have a higher conversion rate than Facebook. Whatever it happens to be, you want to know. That way you can compare what you're doing on social networks. Maybe you're doing something different on Facebook than you're doing on Twitter. Maybe something different on Google Plus, you're doing on YouTube or on your blog or what have you. But you want to know those conversion rates. You want to know the amount of traffic that's coming there that's actually converting into leads. Very important. That way you'll know if what you're doing is correct or if what you're doing needs to be changed. Okay. Now, number 6 is share of voice. Share of voice is, let's say in your market, of all the mentions, right, the social mentions in the market of dealerships, let's say, let's give it easy number like 100. There's 100 of them. That's between you and your top, 5 competitors. Okay. What share of that percentage is yours? Because let's say that your mentions are going up. You're getting more and more people saying positive things about you. Is that good or bad? It's hard to say. Well, obviously more positive mentions is always good. But what I'm trying to say is Is your share of what's being said getting bigger, or is just your number getting bigger? Let's say one month you had 10, right? So you had 10% of the 100. But then the next month you had 20, right? You think, oh, wait, yeah, I doubled, you know. But then the very next month there were just 200 mentioned, so that means your share of voice is the same, right? So what you want to do is you want to compare the number of people that have said something positive about you versus the total number of people of your biggest competitors. Now, you can use a lot of different stuff to do this, a lot of different paid programs that you can get that will search this for you. But if you go to socialmention.com, that's one that will really help you. It'll tell you positives, tell you negatives. In fact, I have a share of voice report. Okay, it's an Excel spreadsheet. You just plug some numbers in. I found it on the internet somewhere. I don't remember exactly where I found it. But if you email me at davidj@nextgendealer.com, I'll send you a copy. Matter of fact, I put the email right here. You probably just see it across my chest here. Okay, that's the share of voice. Search volume. Search volume is very important. I think, okay, well, what does social media have to do with search volume? Well, studies have shown that people who spend more time with you on your social networks are more apt to search for your name, the actual dealership name. So as your dealership name increases, right, because obviously the more advertising you do is going to lead people to go and search for you on Google, okay? And the more you talk with people and have a conversation with people on social networks, the more that they are going to search for your dealership by name as well. So that's another metric that you want to see increase, okay? If it's decreasing, there's a problem. You go back and take a look at your social networks and see what's going on. Number 8 here is inbound links. Now, inbound links obviously help SEO or search engine optimization, but let's say if you have a blog. The number of your inbound links will increase as more and more people are reading it. More and more people are finding what you're saying is relevant. You may or may not have heard the term link bait, okay? So the more inbound links you have, the more traffic you're going to get, from that site, and obviously the more you're going to show up in the search engine ranking, okay, the SERPs, right? 9, daily story feedback. Now, I know here I talked about number 1, I talked about reach. Now, reach is important, but more important is going to be your daily story feedback. How many people on Facebook, as an example, are clicking the like button? How many people are commenting on your status updates? Because the more likes is almost like, just getting more people seeing your bumper sticker, right? Okay, so people are seeing your bumper sticker doesn't mean they're doing anything about it, okay? So you want to pay close attention to what people are saying, how people are liking, how people are commenting, how people are talking about this, which is a new metric on Facebook. Some of you may or may not see that metric. We'll be able to go in, well, you'll be able to see it on your fan pages, right? On your profile, on your Facebook pages. Over below how many likes you have, you'll see talking about this. What that is, that tells you how many people have commented or liked or shared your information on their page, and other people are seeing it, okay? So that's going to be very important, and going forward, Facebook is going to open those insights, those new insights more and more. I can see it because I've done development work with Facebook. If you're a developer, you pretty much can see it, okay? So that's coming out more and more people are rolling out with that. Number 10 is retention. So obviously just behind creating new customers, you have retaining, right? Because you want to retain those customers. So here's a good study to do internally. See how many customers keep coming back, whether they buy a car, they come to service, or buy parts, what have you. See what your baseline is now. Then once you start cooking your customers up into social networks, right, connecting with them, and you can find another video of mine. You can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/persuasive concepts, and there's a video on there that I titled Connecting with Your Customers on Facebook. Now, it's more of a salesperson perspective, but it can work in other regards as well. So take a look at that. Connect with your customers on Facebook, and then see how much you're able to retain, right? I mean, studies have shown that the more of a relationship that you build after the sale, the more brand loyalty, the more retention that you will receive from it, okay? So those, again, real quickly, reach, traffic to website or blog, lead generation, new customers, conversion rate, share of voice, search volume, inbound links, daily story feedback, and retention. Those are just 10 things. There are others, but those are 10 things that you should be monitoring every day, every week, every month, every year, right? To determine whether or not you're being successful with your social marketing endeavors. My name is David Johnson. You can reach me at david, j@nextgendealer.com. I'll see you in the next video.